Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk briefly about a few things that are all related. Have them listed on the board here. So we're going to talk about taking care of your brain and why, and awareness, mindfulness, and how we use meditation to achieve those things. Okay, and as always, if there's any information you missed or you want to get more information, you can just go to my website, robertsiraki.com, and check out all the free information that I have there on all the subjects that I talk about. So, taking care of your brain and why? Well, we want to take care of our brain for the simple reason that your brain takes care of everything else in your body. It tells everything what to do. So, if we don't take care of the brain can't function properly, and it doesn't take care of the rest of us. So, one thing I'd like to call your attention to is that, they have the list of, I think it's something like 6 diseases or something that are the top killers in the world of people. And there's things on there like cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, those sorts of things. Well, a lot of these things are affected by stress. Okay, so if you're not taking care of your brain and effectively managing your stress, that can lead to some of these other major diseases that cause people so many problems nowadays. So you can begin to get the picture that it's very important to take care of your brain. There's several things that we can do, one of them being eat a healthy diet. Okay, now I'm not saying that you have to go crazy or anything like that. Just make some changes like I did in the beginning. So instead of going to the cupboard and eating a meal out of a can or a box, eat something fresh, right? Put some fruit in the fridge. Instead of going in the cupboard, go in the fridge, eat the fruit. Try to incorporate, more green vegetables in your diet, leafy green vegetables like, some romaine lettuce, spinach, kale, those sorts of things. A little bit at a time. And, of course you want to eat brain food. Like avocados are good brain food. Fat is very important for your brain. It's also very important for your body. So is protein. You have to have those things. Otherwise your body just can't function right. Another good brain food, fish obviously. Salmon's very good. So just a few easy things like that, Next thing is exercise. There's two aspects of exercise. There's both physical and mental, both being equally important. Physical, obviously, people get memberships to gyms, they ride bicycles, they jog, all those sorts of things, walk, whatever. So whatever you like to do, just do that. And you don't have to, again, go crazy. You don't have to go out for 5 hours every day. Start small. Go for a walk for 20 minutes. You don't want to start off too big and then, overwhelm yourself, and then you end up quitting. And then you go back to your old ways. So one of the things I do is, there's lots of work to do around my house. So I'm doing yard work, cleaning the house, those sorts of things, instead of hiring somebody to do it. The reason being is because it gives me exercise and it needs to be done. So I'm accomplishing 2 goals at the same time. And a lot of times those things will take you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours or more. And you get a lot of exercise that way. And of course you want to make sure you drink plenty of water, keep your system flushed out, keep all the toxins out, okay? Help get rid of them out of your system. That's the next thing is toxins. You got to keep the toxins out of your system, You got to watch your alcohol. You got to watch the nicotine, tobacco. You got to watch illegal drugs, prescription medications even. A lot of times you watch these commercials, all these prescription medications, they might cure your heartburn, but then they give you 10 other problems to deal with outside of that. So drinking the water is very important. And the same thing, with smoking. Say, take smoking for instance, right? So you smoke 10 cigarettes a day. You don't have to quit cold turkey, unless of course that's what you want to do. But you don't have to do a cold turkey. Instead of smoking 10 cigarettes a day, smoke 8, right? Set yourself up for success. And don't make it too difficult on yourself. Because then, like I said, you get overwhelmed. So there's the physical part of exercise. The second part of that is mental exercise, and that has to do with mindfulness and awareness, okay? And we develop that through meditation. Meditation really is, it's being peaceful, quiet, but it's also concentration, Okay, it's also focusing. And so through our meditation, we're choosing to focus on specific things. For instance, you need to have awareness of your environment and what's going on around you. So for instance, in the mornings, I like to meditate. I go outside nice and early in the morning when it's quiet, nobody's around, have a cup of coffee, and I just look around and I just concentrate on my environment. I pay attention to it. And for an example, there's a tree in the front yard. Some of the branches died, right? New ones are sprouting up. And I quickly realized, as I focused on this tree, that in order for the new branches to flourish, I needed to cut away the dead ones. In other words, so it's applicable to your life, right? So in other words, in order for you to flourish and prosper, you need to get rid of your baggage. You need to cut it away like dead branches from a tree, so that the good part of you, the part that you like, the part that you want to be, can flourish. We also have things, awareness of whatever problems we have that are occurring in our life and why those might be occurring. Say, for instance, say you have a friend, right? And say that your friend's mother coddles your friend, gives them everything they want, never yells at him or anything like that. And so this makes you mad, and you think that this is bad behavior, and so you're saying to yourself, well, they shouldn't be coddling this person like that. They shouldn't be doing that. Well, none of that should really matter to you. It's not your life, number one. You don't have to live their life. Number two, what you need to really be aware of is why you yourself are feeling that way. Why are you upset because your friend's mother is coddling them and giving them everything they want? Well, perhaps it's because that's the treatment that you wanted yourself in your life and you never got. And so when you see it occurring with someone else, somewhere else, it upsets you. So those are the simple things I'm talking about in terms of being aware of things, right? That's a form of meditation. The other form of meditation is, sit down in a quiet spot and just be quiet. Focus on your breathing, okay? You can close your eyes. That's what I do. I meditate twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Slow down your heart rate. Breathe nice and deep several times. And basically what you're doing is, what happens, you block out all the distractions from the day that are occurring so that your brain has time to rest. It has time to heal. It has time to focus. Because with all these distractions going on and things bombarding it that we have bombarding us every day, all day long, it's hard for your brain to function. It's hard to think. It's hard to think clearly. It's hard to focus. So it's very important that you take time out every day to do that, at least once. And again, you don't have to, I do it for probably every time I do it in the morning, I'm probably about an hour. Later on, if I do it in the middle of the day, it's probably about 20-30 minutes. And then at night before I go to bed, I do it. It's usually another about 20-30 minutes. And I find that it really helps my focus. I think very rapidly. I have plenty of energy. So it works wonders. But again, it takes time. All these things take time for you to develop. So you have to practice, right? You have to keep after it. But just a little bit every day so it's not too overwhelming. And eventually that will build, right? You build. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time. Consider it your life's work, okay? After all, I think that we as human beings, a big reason for us being here, if you will, is self-improvement and evolution of ourselves. So it's something you should be working on every day, even if it's only just 5 minutes. Now, I've been doing this, working on, after I healed and stuff from post-traumatic stress, on working on myself and doing all these things that I talk about for about 10 years now. And now they're just a part of my life. And when I don't do them, I really miss them, and I quickly get back on track. So to end the discussion here, to finalize everything, remember, just take baby steps, okay? Just ease into it. You don't have to do it all at once, right? We don't want to overwhelm ourselves, okay? So, and I want to leave you with my famous saying, which is each and every day, take time to heal, become inspired, move forward, and be successful with your life. Thank you.